Hello, hello, hello. We're gonna start soon. I just spilled some fruit, or I cut the pineapple, and I accidentally spilt it in a porcelain bowl. So I've been cleaning it before the show started. So I had to take a break and stop what I was doing, setting everything up, and I had to clean this broken bowl that I just broke. And it was a nice dish. So I've been finishing everything up real quick. I thought I'd go on for at least the first 2 minutes just to explain to everyone what's going on, what happened, why am I running so late. I'm usually not this late, but I'm gonna get the show going. Just let you know that I was gonna be here because I did tell people to be here, and then that happens. It's always funny, right? I got Murphy's Law really bad. When all that could go wrong will go wrong, so you prepare for it. But like this, God, it was just bad placement of me. I put the bowl on a slant and it fell. All right, here we go. Let's get this going. It's going to take about another minute because I got to export this. But it is episode 99. So it's showing me to be prepared for next week's episode 100. Don't have anything special really planned. I'm just doing my 100th episode. Let's see. All right, so we're going to wait a few more seconds. We'll be popping up all over again. But yeah, I had to clean up because I made a mess. So I'm not gonna leave the sticky stuff on the floor. And I gotta get it. If you're gonna make a mess, might as well clean it right away. Get it over with. But give us a second here. I'm waiting for an upload. Once it's done uploading, then we can move on. But I don't have any. I still don't have that much space in the computer here. It's gonna be pretty jam packed. All right, here we go. Thank you for hanging in there. There we go. We're getting started in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start the show. Hey, hello. Oh, background. Hey, how's it going out there? How are we doing? Here we go. I can work on that lower third. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to My Manic Mondayz, the where movies and mental health begin. Sorry. Hold on. Hello, and welcome to My Manic Mondayz, where movies and mental health meet. I'm your host, CJ Robles. Welcome to my interactive vlog, as we will be. Sorry, it's a little dirty. As we'll be going through my weekly updates, what I've been up to, what's going on with me. Yeah. So I have one thing I have to do real quick before I was going to talk about this. Somebody did ask me a question on a video, so I wanted to bring that into discussion for tonight. And let's see. I did reply, but I want to talk about it on the show just in case. I don't have anybody in here at the moment, anyways. But it's gonna be probably a quick episode, not too long. I am tired. Had a long day. We had All right, here we go. Hello, how are we doing tonight? How are you doing? How's it going? Welcome to my show. Started off as just a thing I wanted to do, and now we're at episode 99. It's crazy. We're at episode 99. Almost 100. Like almost getting to that syndication soon on YouTube. YouTube syndication. No, but I think this is fun. I think this is a good time here hanging out with by myself tonight. Everybody knows that Monday nights at 10:05 p.m. Central Standard Time, I will be doing a show. I'll be going live. That's what I'm doing now, obviously. But what do I want to talk about real quick? Well, let's talk about. I did the Jay Cutler quote this evening. I used to keep this for the end, but we'll start off early because on Thursday nights I am doing what I call CJ Robles presents Thursday night. Watch party, like a fantasy football thing. Where we just kind of sit down and like on the first half of the football games on Thursday night, I just sit and watch them. I can't stream this Thursday because I do have an event. And when I thought about this, I bought the ticket for this event a while back. But when I thought about this was recently, and I really want to do it. So what I'm basically doing is I'm combining all my fantasy football leagues together, not as one, but just as like a place where I can like post and drop and talk, and anybody wants to cross communicate. It's all fantasy football. I think for the most part, um, learning to learning to do this and have fun with it, and what motivates me, and then learning that everything's kind of seasonal with me, or projects or whatnot, and I like football. It's just started this week. Got the first week going to the NFL. um yeah, it is what it is. It's a game that I didn't really play much as a kid. I played basketball, but it's a game now that I've learned to enjoy, and I can talk about it with my brother. And right now I'm in a group chat with him, and they got like 16 messages going back and forth. So instead of me always getting on stuff with my phone, I made a Facebook page I also made it for my fantasy football group, but they keep messaging in my other fantasy football group. They keep messaging in text messages. I don't think they understand the whole thing of having a page, and I don't really feel like explaining it too much. So what I'm going to do is take the page I made for the group, and just because it's an open page, and just kind of just put my name on it and my thing on it, and then I'll just have everybody come in. Like I said, I'll just take it's already made. It's got a few followers, pretty cool. But fantasy football, fantasy sports, fantasy basketball, fantasy baseball, WNBA, keeps me engaged, keeps me with the numbers. I don't know. I think it's just something I like doing, and now with the being able to have like the belt and brag. Here, where's it at? Being able to have my fantasy football league belt and be the reigning champ is something that I want to hold high standards. So, I don't know. What I'm saying is, I like to have fun with my imagination, and I like to enjoy a lot of the stuff I like to do online, or just like with just friends and social media and numbers and sports. Um, but a lot of it's something I keep myself busy with. I don't watch sports as much as I used to. I kind of look at it more as a entertainment and psychology thing, and sports medicine and whatnot, and learning health. But for the most part, I don't really think it. What do you call it? What was I gonna say? Something bad from it. And well, it stems to other things. So like fantasy football, there's fantasy basketball, there's sports, there's well, I guess what I'm trying to say is your imagination can bleed into other things. It can go into other places. It doesn't just have to stay like in a forest far away or in outer space. You can just have fun with it now and at any time in your life. And I guess I was thinking about, like, as a mental health thing. I'm in a rec basketball league for the last what do you call it, 10 years. And does have a very big name in it, like it's in like a word that sticks out, but doesn't change it from a sport. But I want to say that I yesterday we had our award ceremony, and we have, like, all conference, all it's fun. It's we have like MVPs, most defensive player, spirited award, and then I got a back to back because I got the other one. I got inside, but I am the CJ Robles, the coach of the season, or coach of the season, competitive AGBO. There you go. Boom. I'm actually gonna put this on my resume because I like it for like leadership, for coaching. Shows I'm willing to take initiative. But I like this. I really do like this. Was little my award, like coach. This is pretty cool. Coach. Anything I can do, anything I can, I can help people out. Or even also something like it's like this, like a fantasy, basketball and sports. If we can hang out and have fun, I like doing that. And want to thank AGBO for giving me another award. It really does, like, I do take it a little too serious, and I do study, and I train, and I want to have good chemistry. I want my teams to do well. Obviously I want to be a highlighted player and do good things, but if I'm not, I'll take a side and be coach. I enjoy coaching. If I had to be between playing and coaching, I definitely pick playing. But as I'm getting older, got to take care of my body, and the games are getting there's going to be less and less of them, right? So I'm enjoying all the games that I can. But little things like this, little these token appreciations, winning a coach of the year, learning to just take initiative, and learning to play basketball with adults, and it's like in a group setting, so it's cool. So this is where I think the future should go. We should have professional co-ed sports before it gets too late for me. I wouldn't even make the top 10 anyway, so it's like I'd have to be like on the reserve team. But I like that a lot. I appreciate that, and I like the fact that I have friends I could still play with that, and still do basketball, and still do have just regular life, And then so I see it now as a workout. I see it now as I say that I used to work out and run and jump and do all this stuff, and then to go play to get better at basketball. Now basketball is my workout. So as I look at it, as I'm getting better, as I'm getting just learning to have fun. I don't like last game. I was like, man, I never know when my last game's gonna be in this league or whenever. So always cherish it. So, but like things like that keeps me going. That keeps me my fantasy. It keeps me motivated. That keeps me to keeps on going. So now I picked this quote. There's something I want to segue into. I picked this quote from Jay Cutler only because it's hilarious, and I don't know if it's real or not, but it says, "Don't care, even if it means not caring about anything. Just do it, or don't. I don't care." And that's Jay Cutler. Now Jay Cutler went to Vanderbilt. I think he's class of '04 or '05. But he went to Vanderbilt. He was known for his arm. He got drafted, and he got drafted to the I think in the first round, like number 12 or something like that, to the Denver Broncos. He had a hard time there. Then he went to Chicago Bears. Kind of thought it would fit more his attitude. He did all right, but he didn't. He could never get over the Aaron Rodgers hump. And but as I was looking this quote up, I found like people were like this little, I don't know, where was it? Where people were like other football players, or just talking about his attitude, and just talking about how, because I remember seeing that. I remember that guy was like a gunslinger, and I was like, man, I mean, he would totally kill now if he could throw 70 yards or easy. But I was looking at this as what do you call it? As like doing the research and finding out. Yeah, I was looking for the quote because it's kind of a funny joke, but I found other things with people, like a lot of people there talking about him, about Jay Cutler as a quarterback, and there was a lot of bad just quotes from other people. Oh, this one that pops up a lot was by a receiver from. Oh no, I think it was no, he was a receiver. I think I gotta look it up. Jay Cutler, he's a fine quarterback, but I don't think at times he gets. This is this is from a former NFL player. Jay Cutler, he's a fine quarterback, but I think at times he gets a little nicked up. Gale Sayers, and I remember Gale Sayers. I believe he was maybe I don't want to get him confused. Let me look him up real quick. I don't want to get him confused with another person. I think he's a receiver. Let me see. He passed away in 2020. Fullback, special teams. Yeah, he was a running halfback. Yeah, he was a runner. All right, but he was for I guess for the Bears. That's why. Okay, that was his connection with. Oh, he was only with the Bears. He played with them for 6 seasons, and I remember his name comes out a lot. But I wanted to talk about, because I found a quote between like Michael Bennett and Martellus Bennett. They played with him, and there were these twin brothers. One was like a defensive guy, the other guy was a tight end. But they're just saying like he was a bad quarterback. Um, oh, maybe I missed too far. I'm trying to figure out where it was because also I found like a Frank Caliendo quote too, where it's just, but what I was trying to well, I should gather this a little bit better. But what I was trying to say is what people like talk about you and perceive of you. Sometimes they don't get to know you, they don't spend time with you, and but a lot of stuff. Oh, here it is. It says here, worst quarterback in the NFL, Michael Bennett. I'd be open, and he'd throw it into double coverage. Bartellus Bennett, these two brothers were on the same team as him, and I guess they just, they were very vocal about this, about their quarterback and whatnot. And I mean, he's not the worst quarterback. It's just a statement. But the way the media or whatever people like blow it up is like, oh, look what they say. It is what it is. Everybody's gonna have their own opinion, and whether you believe it or not, take it in. It's it is what it is. Damn, I'm getting tired, but also, I thought I was gonna have somebody. I thought I was gonna have some people tonight, and I didn't want to sound like an ad, but I want people to know that you can come over here and hang out with me. I put some stuff like, hey, come hang out on my show. You can what do you call it? You can ask a question. So somebody did ask me a question on my Jason David Frank interview, which was pretty cool. I was on that live stream not too like 2 weeks ago and for Legacy of the Nerd, and I got a few people reach out to me, but I had this question asked me: how would you handle Star Wars at this point as a filmmaker? And I was like, okay. I wrote back. I did I left a comment. I haven't done that before, but I'll say what I wrote, and I did want to leave this in there just so we could have more of a see what I'm talking about here. Let me keep whatever. Anyways, so I was saying it's a very complex answer for what should be a simple response. There's a lot to take in at this point. I find most fans, not all, don't like change when it comes to leads in Star Wars brand, from what I've read online. If we're talking films and not story or shows, if Star Wars can find a way to get back to all the best parts about filmmaking and keep movies more practical and not so far out space world with super CGI effects, it can totally capture a new generation of Star Wars fans. I really enjoyed how so many hands were used to get those first three films made. You had the feeling like you were in the Millennium Falcon, which is what I would have always loved to do. And then I'd say, tune into my show tonight where we can talk about mental health and about. I feel like an ad. But I'm being serious. Like I would like for somebody who's. I mean, this is a. I buy digital 1574, so I would just say that, you know, if you ever want to come in here and ask me a question, you can. So with Star Wars, I haven't really kept up with all the shows, but with the movies and whatnot, like what we have, I think like I was just saying, like it just seems like whenever they try to, and even just Marvel in general, it's just that mindset or those people that if you try to go on like a lesser known character or you get off the main characters or you try to just create your own thing, they don't tend to the fans don't tend to be as forgiving. Mm, but I think if you go back to that, I think it's just about making a movie now. I think that's if they go back to actually using practical effects, making some models, replica models, doing old school filmmaking instead of just everything on a screen or just CGI or illusions or shadows, making your computer look like do all the work, actually do everything in post. I mean, not in post, do everything in reality. So when you film, it looks like it's really there. I think that's a good. I think that's what I'm missing. And when I say that, because what happens when you start making movies, in my opinion, when you start making movies like that, you spend more time with people and you really get to understand like why we're here, why we're doing this, we're doing together, and we get to put a little bit of ourselves in each movie. So it turns into a just like a moment or experience. So I think, but if you were just to go into a room, click this, put this, like I don't know, I think this flat thing doesn't really work. But as a filmmaker, I'll say that you got to go back a little bit to the old school and spend some more time on films and spend some more time in scenes and spend some more time acting. Because now we're just kind of burning through everything. You're not really getting a full feel of it. So it's like, but I'm on 20 minutes. I'm gonna go 30 minutes. I'm exhausted. I thought I have somebody in here tonight. I don't have anybody. And I gotta get back to get the rest so I can wake up. I got a big week this week. This is a big week for your boy CJ. We got a show. I mean, I got all right, as of today, so I did stand up tonight. I think I did okay. I think we should talk about it. I think I should talk about my stand-up experience. I'm already at 9 months. I'm starting to feel more comfortable on stage. I'm starting to feel a little better at it. I'm starting to really, really feel comfortable on stage. Not the best, not just better than what I was, but I'll be hitting in January. I'll be hitting a year, and that's gonna be insane, you know. So I gotta get better. I really wanna practice more. So I gotta do stand up a couple nights a week. If I can do Monday and Wednesday, I'll do it. I got invited to go do, or I got asked. I told them I was gonna be doing it, and I haven't done it yet. But on Wednesdays, I'm gonna show up to Lister's Pearl South at 7 o'clock is the open mic, and I'm gonna try to go in the beginning and get in there and get out because I can't be out too late and you know, family and whatnot. But I need to work on my stand up, so it takes two things for me to do. You know, it's like coaching and playing are two different positions, but they're in the same world. So that's what I'm trying to stick with. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's Wednesday. Then Thursday, I got a Napoleon Dynamite experience that I'm going to. It's gonna be fun. Got something Friday night, and then I got something Saturday night. So I have a bunch of stuff packed, but I got family stuff to do too. On between all that, so I gotta like go check some stuff out. But yeah, it's gonna be a pleasant week. It's been busy. It's gonna go by fast. I'm gonna go do something, take a break, take a nap, wake up, go to work. It's gonna go by fast. So try to document as much of it as I can. Try to get as much people. I don't know. I gotta start doing interviews. I gotta start doing more. I'm moving too slow. But it's okay. Quality, speed, whatever. I kind of want to see it as a as just staying busy. But man, I'm not even gonna make 30 minutes. But there was football at night. People usually hang out and party on football nights, and that's about it. But Star Wars, I think for Star Wars, I think what do you call it? I think yeah, I have a big feeling with the darn it, man, darn it. I'm silly. But with what was I gonna say? No, I like stand up. I'll start posting. I feel like I'm getting close to that. Maybe by 10 months, 11 months, for sure by a year, I got to start posting what my sets because I've already gone a year. But doing this show has been it's still doing me well. Got 100 episodes coming up next week. I got to do something with it. I got to make it. I got to make it worth from here on, from episode 100, like 0 through 99. We're all the same and feel, but I want to move forward from 100 on so I can get to 100 and 200 and maybe get to 200, change it up again, but we won't know till we get there. So let's keep going. 100 episodes. I got to give myself hey, you're doing it. Keep going. Doing good, whether you know it or not, just go. And that way you can, I'm talking to myself. I hype myself up a lot, right? No, just build yourself up because I've been talking to myself for like the last 10 minutes, 8 minutes, whatever. And it's gonna happen. I've done a lot of open mics with no crowd, and today we had a crowd, so it was pretty cool. Not crowd, we had a few people, so it works out. So Wednesday is supposed to be a good time. What else was I gonna talk about? Let me see if I got everything. I kind of just had a few things I wanted to talk about. Here we go. Fantasy football. I need to reach out. Oh yeah, okay. Well, I think that's what I should be doing. Like what I'm talking about, you know. It's the misfit. You are not safe. Guys, so like I haven't even done this, but we haven't even done this. We haven't been able to meet up to do side by side. So I got a few things right here where I'm gonna keep this going because you know, I have this I'm working on. Taking a little break because I kind of been working on the stories and see where I'm gonna go with it. I've also been working on another. I got too many things I'm finding out now. Now when I just show you guys, like look at all the stuff I'm working on. But we can organize it, and I like that. I like that Monday nights we can come in here and go back and reflect, and we can really get something going, get something completed. But I think I'm kind of just pulling everything all together. So everybody comes with me same time. We all leave together. We get together. We leave together. All right. Let's see if we can do 5 minutes of just Episode 100 will be starting next week. Next week is episode 100, and I'm looking forward to it. Been doing 100 episodes of My Manic Mondays. I've probably had maybe like 18 or 19 interviews. I've done a lot of this on just by myself. But I'll say that having those interviews helped me out, learning how to do this, learning how to get better at this, learning how to practice. Like, been putting the time in. Even like tonight, I'm exhausted. I don't like Monday nights to get rough now because of work and stand up and then this, and it's all pa 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 pa. It's a busy day, but it is what it is. I'm gonna do that. I'm prefer to do this. So I've been wanting to think I need to talk about some of my stand up experience because I've already been doing it for 9 months. It's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. I did miss 2 weeks, but I won't. I haven't gotten 9 consecutive because I did miss 2 weeks. I missed on vacation one day, and the week after that because I was just burnt out and I took a break. But no, I'm really getting this. I'm liking it. A couple of my jokes killed today, so that was pretty cool. Got a few laughs. Well, I didn't kill. I got sparks. Better than nothing. But as long as I keep working on it, keep practice on it, keep understanding timing, spacing, disciplines. Having a conversation today with a couple of people there was good. Also, I need to I'm trying new techniques where I just sign up and I go by myself and wait because I don't know, I'm too predictable. I'm too impersonable. If I'm around people talking about a certain conversation, I'm gonna have that conversation on stage. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to focus on my set, see how the crowd goes, and then meet them in the middle or take them to happiness. I don't want to have a lot of like miscommunication and whatnot. Man, I don't think I want to make it. I still got 3.5 minutes because the 3's to the 9 and the half's to the 10. So, well, the fantasy football, that's gonna be fun. We're the commissioners. We're the commissioner when there's the league managers and then there's the players that you pick, and you kind of talk about people's moves and whatnot. I got a big money league I'm in, and that's the one where I've been trying to bring over to fantasy football and social media, where everybody kind of gets on it, and then we don't have to use up all their memory and storage on our phones. But it takes the whole group to do it. But it's fine. I got some cameos waiting for them. Get those out of there. Have some fun. Yeah, the show comes every Monday. It's hard. It's just it's gonna like here we go. Even when I'm done, I already feel like the stress from the other one coming on. It just happens. So it's as an interactive vlog. I want to talk about more of like what I've been doing, where am I going, where am I doing. I did yawn like 3 or 4 times when I stand up. Hope people didn't think I was yawning at them. Couldn't hold it. Oh man, we're gonna get to 3 minutes. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna go 2 more minutes. But I'm doing the fantasy football league. The Chiefs, they barely pull it off by an inch, by a toe. But I think this will be fun. Those games are usually like one-sided. One team usually does good, one team usually does bad. And 55-3-2 score, like 56 to like I don't know. It's always one way, like 4 or some shit, like 6. Yeah, but you are not safe. I'm getting some pretty good ideas for it. I'm getting some really good. How did the story begin? Where we going? What kind of journey are we going on? I'm getting a lot of that from that, so I'm enjoying that. From that. Like the monster though, it's a little relevant, but not a lot. So I gotta work on this one. I want to do this for like slaughter. We'll make one like that and put everybody everywhere. And then we have our resident one timer Bob. It's always good to have somebody in the audience, even if it's one person. And that's how we roll. All right, 1 minute. Let's leave it at that. I don't think I have anything else. Let me look at my notes real quick. I didn't really put my whole thing in my notes. Or my jokes. Yeah, here we are. Here now, there. And what that means is basically like you start somewhere and you just keep going for you're like I'm right here, or I'm a side adjacent. I'm only 1 inch over. It's like, well, what do you need to do to go farther? Where do you need to go? But it's here now, there. Just look at it as like I like to look at the title as a movement. Time passes, waits for no one. Time is undefeated. So we just keep going forward, and everybody enjoys the time that they have online on Lerf. And got 24 seconds. 20 seconds. I don't know. Just not try to be preachy too much. I just want to enjoy what I do. Kevin Coulter, thanks for checking. Oh, yes, what I could do. I found something out. I know you're out there, JR. I'm gonna call you out on this, but if you go to my page, My Manic Movies, somebody shares a lot of these posts. So thanks, Jer. I appreciate you. Saw that the other day. Be a little bit more interactive on that. I got to work more from the video store. But hey, it's all part of the story. We had 30 minutes. Thank you for coming out. Also, we do have, you know what? We'll talk about this because this is pop culture, but it's also very sad, but it's okay. Because today we lost a great actor. We lost Mr. James Earl Jones. That's who we lost. How old was he? 83 or something like that? Oh, come on. How old was James Earl Jones? 93. Man, but it really gets you to think, man. One, entertainment keeps you young, but two, like, you just keep going. You know, I saw Field of Dreams and he's in it, and that's in the 90s, man. He was like 50 when that movie came out. Do what you can with your time. The Wars. I can't even do it. I won't even bother to do it. Born in Arcabolta, Mississippi. He had a stutter since childhood. Jones said that poetry acting helped him overcome the challenges of his disability. A pre-med major in college, he served in the United States Army during the Korean War before pursuing a career in acting. His deep voice was praised as stirring barbasso profundo that has lent gravel and gravitas to his projects. Jones made his Broadway debut in 1957 in The Sunrise at Campobello, 1957. He gained prominence for acting in numerous productions with Shakespeare in the Park, including Othello, Hamlet, Coriolanus, King Lear. Jones works steadily in theater, winning the Tony Award for Best Actor in the Play for his role as boxer in Great White Hope, 1968. Which he reprised in 1970 film adaptation, earning Academy Award and Golden Globe nominations. Jones won his second Tony Award for Best Actor in a Play for his role as a working-class father in August Wilson's Fences. He was he was a Tony Award nominee for his roles as the husband in Ernest Thomas's On Golden Pond, 2005. About an aging couple, and as a former president in Gore Vidal Play the Best Man, 2012. His other Broadway performances included Cat on the Hot Tin Roof, Driving Miss Daisy, You Can't Take It With You, and The Gin Game. He received a special Tony Award for Lifetime Achievement in 2017. Oh, wow. Jones made his film debut in Stanley Kubrick's Doctor Strangelove. He received a Golden Globe nomination for Claudine, 1974. Jones gained international fame for his voice role as Darth Vader in Star Wars franchise, beginning with the original 1977 film. Jones' other notable roles included Conan the Barbarian, 1982, Matewan, Coming to America, Field of Dreams, The Hunt for October, The Sandlot, and Lion King. Jones reprised his role in Star Wars media, The Lion King, 2019, and Coming to America 2. On television, Jones won 2 Primetime Emmy Awards for his roles in TNT thriller Heat Wave and I'm still reading Crimes. I'm reading because I'm proving something. I'm reading because one, I'm finding this interesting. This is what I do. I like researching actors and seeing how they got how they got to where they're from. One, he's from Mississippi. Two, he has a stutter. I had a stutter growing up. I had to work on it. It's I still have it. It comes out in a certain thing I do. It'll come out. But like having an accent in Spanish, I used to have one in English, but I just it's now it's Spanish. It's double. It's thicker, but it's not it doesn't come out in English as much. But things like that. Wow, this was pretty cool. Just kind of feel good. I feel good just like getting to read about him, learn about him a little bit more, and to share it with everybody out there. This is kind of like what I kind of would like to do for the video store. Just kind of get where I'm hanging out and just doing my research because I'm going to go through a lot of this, and I'm going to really go through a lot of his roles. And I'm already looking at this where I wanted to see where did he talk about it right here? No, it was right here. Where were you? We played the boxer on Golden Pond. What is this one? Well, wait, can you look a little more? Right here, The Great White Hope. What is this about? Oh, wow. Great White Hope is a 1967 play written by Howard Sackler, later adapted in 1970 to film the same name. So if you hit this, it'll take you to the same name film. It's James Earl Jones, the main actor. Here we go. Set between 1910 and 1915, the story follows Jack Jefferson, patterned after real-life boxer Jack Johnson, going on a hot streak of victories in the boxing ring as he defeats every white boxer around. Soon the press and others who want to see white people win sports announce the search for Great White Hope, a white boxer who will defeat Jefferson for the I'm thinking of the Great White Hype. That's like I guess they're making fun of this or making a parody of it. Jefferson, meanwhile, prepares for a few more matches, but he's left his guard down by counting the beautiful and white Eleanor Bachman, and when everyone, including Jack's black wife, discovers this, the tensions grow to fever pitch. Jack's close black friends become scared over his pushing the envelope of success, and the white authorities conspire to frame him for an unlawful sexual relations with Eleanor and thereby take away his title. It leads to jealousy, a run for the law, and finally tragedy. Ooh, wow. Give this one a look. All right. Well, we can always talk about it. I'm gonna let y'all go. It's already late. I'm getting tired. We'll get ready for next week and talk about maybe next. I don't know. Well, I want to try to bring in what I'm doing this week and have fun with it. But it takes a lot of time, and I still need to get a lot of stuff going. But it's okay. No excuses. We'll keep going. This is getting closer and closer to being. We're getting there. We're moving there, so that's good. But all right. I'll see y'all later, and y'all have a good night. See you next week. And yeah, we got. Well, I could talk about it even tonight, next week, but we have start Tuesday, right? Nothing Tuesday, but we go Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then I'm pretty sure I have something Sunday. But all right, everybody, you have a good night, and I'll see you next week. Peace, and thank you for watching My Manic Mondays, where movies and mental health meet.